Namaskar. Good morning. May 10, 2020. This is Engineer Suraj Singh, INTP India, C Engineer India. Again in routine talk to you in relation to SARS to COVID-19 immigrant workers and management followed by physics. FIDIC, FIDIC, with of course certain sandwich issues, very common issues of quality, safety, or whatever comes in talk. As usual, every day, and such certification by Institution of Engineers under Royal Charter 1935, statutory chartered certificate itself is chartered because IEI, the Institution of Engineers India, is a chartered body. So whatever designation is written in that charter, that is Chartered Engineer India. Chartered Engineer India is chartered designation. This is not designation granted by certain corporate, but by Union of this country, Union of India, Bharat Ganarajya. It is that certificate, and Institution of Engineers India is Institution of Bharat Ganarajya. Sansthan, Abhyantrik Sansthan Bharat. In translation is to Hindi from Institution of Engineers India is Abhyanta Sansthan Bharat. राजपत्र अधिकार 1935 और talk continues. SARS to COVID-19. Whole world is worried, and worry is actually no solution. Management is solution. You cannot get rid of this so-called virus in coming few days or months. It's your guest, it's your member for many years to come, so don't worry. If you worry, you will not get anything. Stop worrying. Face it. That's it. You cannot defeat it because it is unknown. And then something is unknown, you can't get it. We usually sometimes talk together in homes or here, and it means just in common way we talk to some people and say corona means there is some person called Karo means Krishna, Kala, Karo, Govind, like that. So when we sometimes talk in illogically, I usually tell some people when they come, they believe in such terms, I say, don't worry, this is not going to leave you soon because it has come to teach you, it has come to teach whole world lessons, just like Krishna and Ram used to teach people. They never killed poor people. They never killed those who were not sinners. Ram and Krishna killed only those who were sinners, top class sinners. Krishna did not kill any poor. In fact, Krishna killed none, but he taught lessons through Mahabharata to those. He finished all those who were sinners, as well as in Ramayana also. Ram killed all those who were sinners. This is just, a convincing talk. It's nothing to do with history. It's nothing to do with facts. It just means how to learn from some poem, how to learn from some imaginary story. So I consider, let us say that way, for purpose of convincing others that someone has come to teach you a lesson. And I usually relate it to, as if you say, Yada Yada hi dharmasya galanirvati bharat. We say like that. In first stanza line it say, Yada yada hi dharmasya galanirabhati bharate. Means whenever there is a problem, there is a defect, there is a defection to religion or to a faith of people, there's because a problem on that, there's a liquidity on that, there's nothing is standing on that. And name is the whole way it implies when say Bharat implies the whole, what doesn't imply to this country only, this political part of world. No, it's not that. I'm talking the whole part of the world. And that's called Bharat. So it is in first line of that. Then it's after that is the Abhay Utthana. Abhay Utthana. That's why whenever there is a fear from wrongdoings, and this happened now. All wrongdoings have been going on throughout the world. So wrongdoing in a sense that not scientific wrongdoing, wrongdoing to kill humanity, wrongdoing to abuse nature, exploit nature, which we do not actually require, but we are doing that. We are trying to take away everything from earth, and that is called wrongdoing. If you don't need something, but still you want to have that, you have enough food in the world. If you want to stay, if you want to live comfortably, if you don't have any deficiencies, still we do that. So it says that. When I say after the Abhutthana, so he says that I come that time. I come to this at that time. So you just assume that power has come in this name, and it will set everything right. I'm not going to talk an explanation of that because this is just reference I'm giving here. So be careful now. You have to adopt situation. You have to adapt to this state of, you may call it whatsoever, but I don't worry about that because so far it just started its work, and when this work shall stop, nobody knows. But life has changed. One thing is very certain. Life has changed drastically, and this is not going to reinstate. You can't see which life has gone again. And if you want to see that, then you will suffer. Everybody shall suffer. First, we have to have respect on which planet we are living. This is Earth. Earth means solid part and air part, both. This is called Earth. And we have to respect them. And if you don't respect, it's not my or your servant. We are just guests on earth. We are traveling. Everybody has to live one day. So don't try to own it. Don't try to buy it. It can't be purchased. We try to buy it and we are suffering. So take it that way. It's not a question of faith. It's a question of physical being. We have destroyed earth. We have destroyed air. So we have to suffer. No one can, whatever is done is to be repaid. Wait and wait in this form, change your standards of living. Try to be with nature as much as possible. And if you don't try to be with nature, you will lose everything. Example, now yes, I keep everyday watch on weather reports. I am located here in north of Bharat, Faridabad. Temperature, for example, now it is 28 degrees early morning, and yesterday it was 27, and in day it was 41 around 2-3 o'clock. But also in addition to that, I keep watching on fluctuations in ultraviolet index UVI. Maybe many of you know, many of you don't know. I just try to explain to you. Ultraviolet index, the measurement of conditions of radiations coming to earth from sun, where ozone cannot protect us, cannot handle that. The ozone has been defective. So these radiations reach Earth's surface, and that is measurement of that. The maximum allowance for international standard is maximum is 10. From 1 to 10. When there is no sun at that time, it's 0. Otherwise, it's 1 to 10 on reading, and up to 3 or 4, it's acceptable to human health. And after that, say 5, 6, 7, it's called dangerous. And the cross up to 10 is very high, it's very dangerous. And if you go beyond that, beyond limits of 10, higher limit of 10 is on scale. Example, yesterday it was 11 in afternoon time. And one time last year when I observed it was 15. So you can say what's fluctuation going on, why it's going beyond certain limit, and it's because of our own creation. We cannot exempt ourselves from that punishment we have to face. We have to receive that punishment. But there's another benefit as well. It's just trying to say people talk about doctors, talk about scientists, talk about If you want to get rid of this, means you have to heighten or you have to enhance your tolerance, your immune power from impact of this virus. If it is there, you can enhance your body's immunity by using ultraviolet rays as well. They were talking of telling something about injections, ultraviolet rays. No need of injections. Natural injections are available. This is UV, which is natural injection and can penetrate every pore of your body. If you just stand in sun for say about up to 30 minutes or to 60 minutes, depending on your condition, on your capacity, or how much you can resist sun rays, you will get heat first of all. You will get photons radiation penetrating your body, and thirdly, you will get vitamin D as well as injections without using any syringe, and you get ultraviolet rays which can refine your body, which can extract many toxic elements from your body. Though it's harmful, of course, I agree, but if you take this poison, say ultraviolet poison in form of toxic medicine is toxic deteriorates another toxic, just like iron cuts iron. So if you take for say half an hour to 1 hour, if you can, you keep strong, you feel stronger, you will take more and more liquid water, and you will feel, yes, I have risen, I was sleeping, I also. So try to see that means natural medicine is much better than our created medicine. Forget injections. Use this now. It's good time. If you cannot go to road, go on your roof or however you can. You have to decide. And you try one day, you will feel better, energetic. So this is a part solution to enhance power of your immunity of body. This is not only a question of immunity to fight against this virus, but in general also natural treatment always stands over artificial treatments, allopathic treatments, homeopathic treatments, or Vedic treatments. Nature is nature. You are not going to, you know, you are say if you are standing in sun, what you are getting. Just think of you are outside, you are getting effect of hot air. Hot means it is say 35 to 40 degrees. Air temperature, ambient temperature. You are getting up to that degree heat into your body. With the heat, you are also inhaling nitrogen 32% or 70, I think 70%. You are inhaling oxygen also to extent of some percentages, say 30% or 25%. You are inhaling argon very little, and of course you are getting some polluting gases also. For example, carbon dioxide and methane, ethane, like that are available in all your these so-called greenhouse gases. But remember, those gases are not available on ground surface. Those gases are available, say, at a height of 5 kilometers, 6 kilometers, 7 kilometers from sea level. So you can smell, you can inhale that heat into your body, which immunizes your body to some effect. You have to think like that. No question of talking to doctors. This question of how to keep yourself safe. And this is SHE issue: safety, health, and environment. Safety, health, and environment. You are safe. Don't worry if you stand a half an hour to 1 hour in the sun. You something wrong. If you compare yourself, you see, take case of these workers who work in sun all day. These construction workers. I'm not talking about factory workers, because factory workers work in shade and industrial workers work in shade. But these people who are exposed while working on road or on open somewhere on buildings or flyover work or somewhere, you'll find them always healthy. If you see their kids, small children lying here and there without clothes, and they are much happier than you. They are much stronger than you because they are exposed to sun. Of course, excessive use is not, you're not suggested, not recommended, because you are using mind, so you must have certain resistance power. Forget AC, don't worry, AC is not going to help you. Yes, it is comfortable. I know it gives comfort, but comfort you need only when you are healthy. If you are not healthy, comfort won't work for you. Again and again, I say, in this environment, when this SARS-2 COVID-19 is in its full strength or its part and try on rising curve, it is, you have to take care, because these particles, these droplets, which you say, one time you sneeze out or you exhale about to a count of 3,000 droplets according to what data we have. So even one droplet, say you get into your AC by force of suction of your machine, that shall enter your home, and you don't know that, you can't realize that, but it works. It enters your home and then it enters your body through circulation of chilled air. What shall you do? It's a problematic question, but everybody is driving car. People are not thinking about this and nobody is advising them. When you use car, it's 41 degrees. You can't go without AC. You have to use AC. This means you are inviting these droplets into your body, because they say it remains stationary for a few hours. Yes, that's right. But when your car runs at a speed of even 40 kilometers, not more, if it's more, it's much more dangerous, then it breaks that one, and it can come to you through car AC. Try to think that. And there's no one droplet. There are many droplets on the, might be innumerable, or in your area where you live, your AC is working, it can pull any droplet. So this is my physical understanding. This may be, and moreover, if it's central AC, it can very easily come from air handling unit kept on roof or somewhere else. That air handling unit can pull it, suck it, bring it to your chiller machine, and then pass through your ducting route, goes to you, and you receive it without knowing it that you received it. So total AC is very dangerous in this situation, but you are forced to use it. I think you should avoid it, or you should use cooler, or you should use fan, at least until this problem exists. Otherwise, no one can help you, no doctor, no medicine, and no, because there are two conditions. One is COVID, that is SARS-2 COVID-19. That's one part which your nose route or your mouth route takes into this virus to your friend. That speed is something defined. It comes to you. But if you see research, I every day talk about this, whatever information I get. This research revealed latest that somebody conducted experiments comparing properties of two when it is SARS to COVID-19, and otherwise it is for eyes route. Both routes were tested, and they discovered that eyes route receives it 50 times speed than nose and mouth route, which people have not clear of. They're not clear yet. But experiment states, it suggests that it can penetrate your eyes 50 times faster than it can pass through your inhaling and your mouth. Maybe you say, I keep my mouth closed, okay? Then nose cannot be closed. Even mask may not help it. You are feeling happy only that I am using mask. But for this very minute 0.00254 millimeter particle, your mask cannot help it. You are just in a drowsy world. Oh, I am using mask, I am safe. Well, that's safe, no problem at all. It is safe to some extent, not to full extent. So now you have to take care of eyes also. If eyes take this, if eyes gives way to this virus particle droplet, it goes to your eyes, you know where it goes to, then followed by eyes, it goes to your mind, your brain. And if it goes to your brain, then you see how many replicas shall it make there, how many copies shall it make there. Billions of copies it can create in your mind, which can lead to blockade of your mind, which can lead you to paralysis of your body, which can lead you to loss of memory, loss of identification by mind. It can lead you to many malfunctioning of mind or neurons, which even doctors are clear about. Doctors are 100% knowledge of mind yet, so you know what happens. So there are these three roots. Also ear root, but ear root can maybe it's protected. But what I say, we should be ready for that. It's not big problem. You can use widened glasses or big size glasses or safety glasses, big size, not small size, because these kits which doctors use, this comes with complete eye coverage also. But for common persons who are not doctors, who are working, who are staying at home or work, they have to think about business. And I think eye is allowing root and not nose that much. And eyes can't be masked up. You have to keep them open. So it's very important that you should have common sense for that. And safety, health, and environment says, because your environment is involved, your safety is involved, your health is involved. Both all these items are involved. Therefore, I'm not suggesting that you have panic, but you just have little degree of thinking application and protect your eyes. I think it would work because everybody is wearing mask. Even then, cases are being identified. This means this is very undecisive state. We cannot say what is right or what is wrong. Only precautionary measurements can be taken. Otherwise, everybody has to suffer. And there is no way to panic about this because this is not dangerous as world has psychology about. It's not that dangerous. Some people are immune, some are not immune, some are potentials. You have to upgrade yourself. You have to lose your comforts. You should walk sometime in daytime, and you should not. You should avoid use to some hours. Even at night, you should not use AC because night hours light, low temperature, and that temperature is thriving temperature for this kind of unknown virus, unknown droplets. Therefore, we have to be very careful about that. And you can take ultraviolet rays by exposure of your body for a few minutes to sun, which is a free treatment to you, even if you are not sick, even if you are not having this exposure of COVID, that you are not losing anything. If you are sweating or your body is relaxed, what's wrong with that? So this is my precautionary message about this, that you may not get this information from newspaper or else because those people cannot go into that much analysis. You have to read some science-based reports, which you will also read because you have to find it. But if you go through many papers every day, which is not possible also, you have to go to at least 10 to 15 websites per day. We want to get more and more information about what's happening around the world, and particularly about this COVID, SARS-2 COVID-19. Only then you can find some information what's happening there. It's nothing to do with what's happening in politics or not politics. Question is how to have safety, and I have some interest in that because I belong to field of construction where safety is of utmost importance, and therefore I just go through that. Means you should get some knowledge about this. And moreover, this ultraviolet rays that I'm talking, it's only for purpose of having immunity up, I'm suggesting. Otherwise I will not suggest it at all because this is very dangerous to human body long term. If you are exposed to sun rays in daytime, in summer at least, and you could say value of UV index is 8, 9, 7, 6, above that 11, 15, 14. It's not very good to take it. You can stay in shade, but only for momentarily, for few seconds, few minutes. If you take, you will have certain kind of treatment. Ultraviolet rays can even treat water. It is a water purifier as well. It can treat dirty water. Dirty means a turbidity free, but having E. coli and other bacteria in that. It can even kill them. That's ultraviolet treatment it's called, or heat treatment, or sun treatment you can say that is. So in your body there is liquid, in your body there's water, in your body there are so many liquids available in whatever form, chemical form, some other form. If you receive these ultraviolet energies, you can even purify your internal body. You can have so many benefits withdrawn from that without any hitch, without any medical cost. And only problem would be that you will sweat it. Your shirt may be wet for a few hours. You can wear out shirt and sit in fan, so they are dried out, or you can take bath after that. Doesn't matter. What I'm saying is this is free treatment, natural treatment without any impurity in that. So, but if in routine, when there is no such virus, then don't expose too much in that time when it is higher in number. What happens from morning till evening? It varies. When you have not seen sun, that time it is zero, and when sun sets around that time it's zero. And curve moves like that from say 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, say the peak time of 1 o'clock, and then 2 o'clock is also maybe peak, and then coming down, and evening you will find it zero. So you have to take this way. Exposure of this is too much, and that's not good. Too much exposure not good for your health, because where you're wearing your clothes, that part won't be affected. But if your face, your eyes, your nose, your skull, and whatever exposure of your part, maybe you're wearing half sleeve shirt, or as usual fashion girls and boys do, that will affect your exposed skin, and it can lead in long term to cancer, to some other disease, cataract in eyes. It can be, so either use some cream related, UV related cream, or use some cap, or some clothing, something during that. Otherwise, it would lead to cancer, skin cancer. That's called. This is my knowledge. This much knowledge I have. So try to avoid that time. Either go to some shade. Don't expose it, and don't expose your car also that time, because your car glasses cannot stop them. When clouds cannot stop them, car glasses also cannot stop them. These go to you when you are driving car, or you are traveling through metro even. These cannot prevent them. So that is safety measures. I wanted to talk to you about this. Whatever brief information I have, I try to tell people, but people do not understand. They do not receive this. How can I help them? I do not know. Many times I have told about this. You remember, people are in fashion. They are wearing half shirt. They are wearing sometimes no nothing here. On see some girls wearing completely this surface, and this are exposed up to underwear type they wear. And our legs are exposed, faces are exposed. So, and your body is not immune to that. Your body is not strong. Current generation is very weak. So we have to take everything into consideration. But who can teach them? They are all fashionable people. They do not concern about this, but they go to doctor. They can spend money there. They go to gyms to enhance immunity, but they don't understand going to gym doesn't make anything, because your body is weak. Had your body been very stronger, there would have been no need go going to gymnasium doesn't give you anything, because you are not having natural exercise. Natural exercise is very important part in life. Walking for half an hour is more important than spending money in gyms. Walk in sun for half an hour, or if you can walk for 1 hour, you will have energies from sun, which is much more better than taking tablets and taking injections, all that. Because this is indirect injection, it passes through every pore of your skin, it goes to every part of your body uniformly, uniformly distributed effect within, on, inside and outside of your body. No doctor can give you that much. Remember, doctor, can you inject? You can inject yourself, or doctor inject you, one and same thing, but it will spread in body. It will take many days for, and it's not uniform. Where you use injection to take consultation there, but when it goes around the body, there is no uniformity in that spread. But nature shall give you uniform application, uniform injection of their ultraviolet power or other powers, heat powers. Even if you are heated up thermally, that is called thermal heat or thermal mechanics on your body. Heat of environment, heat of sun goes to your body completely. You can compare yourself how weak you are and how weak those poor people are who work in sun for you. They are much more, many times stronger than you because their body gets energy. Their body gets energy all time, all hours they sit. They enjoy comfort, of course. They are not rich. They don't have AC comfort. They don't have other comfort, but they have natural application on their bodies, and they are stronger. They can walk in sun. They can sit in sun. Their kids can sleep in hot or in sun. They don't worry about that. This was my purpose about this. Another one, what's happening currently in our country is not acceptable, at least to me, about these workers, these immigrant workers, we call them. What's happening is really not acceptable because these workers have been maltreated, have been abused by government. You must have known that these 17 or 16 workers or whatever 50, I am not sure about that, have lost their lives on track. This is one example. There may be many examples they lost their lives during accident somewhere else. And this I don't accept. As a citizen of this country, this is duty of government to keep everybody safe. And if government cannot keep everybody safe, if government cannot do the life of people, this is a responsibility of government. All governments, state governments as well as central, all they are responsible for life and property of everyone, every citizen, every resident in this country. And if you cannot do that, you are not doing a job simple. I would simply blame all. We have forgotten that these are our citizens. They belong to this country. They are not low grade. Yes, they are workers. So what? They are working. You are also working somewhere. What's difference? Only difference is that they are not very well educated, but they are educated in work, which you are not educated. If you compare both, a gadgeted officer is educated, a doctor is educated, an engineer is educated. They are educated in some knowledge, but can they do what they are doing? They can never do. They are educated in work. Both are educated. Yes, they are skilled, they are trained, they know something which you can't do. Which you can't do, they can do that. And what you are doing, they can learn. But this work doing, you cannot learn. So there is no difference. It is only because in our minds we think they are low grade, they are workers, and I am high grade, I am guided officer, I am IAS, I am engineer, I am doctor. We have our own comparison, which is wrong. Remember, just imagine, there is no worker, there is no construction worker, there is no factory worker, there is no industrial worker, no one. What shall happen to this country? Shall you be able to develop? How? You can't do anything. Sometimes you have to learn something. I have seen middle class people, other class people, oh, what that? They say like this. As if they are doing sympathy on him. You are not doing any sympathy on them. They are doing sympathy on you. You have to change your mindset. You have to learn. You have to treat them human beings, not animals. They are not your servants. They give their services to you so that you can live good life. You can have your own house. You can have your bungalow. You can have your machines. You enjoy life. They are making for you, but they are not enjoying. They are living in same apartment or in rented small room. wearing not very good clothes, but you don't realize how lifestyle they are having, what lifestyle they're having. You don't realize that because they have a drug in your mind. Money I have, I am upper class, I am gadgeted, I am meritorious. You are not. You work like that, and then you know what you are. Until we people in this country do not change our mindset, we can never develop. They think as get down people, third class people, sit down, don't come to my room. Why? Why that poor cannot come to your room? What bloody you are? What you are? You are nothing. You are sitting in AC room and you are controlling everything from this and thinking you are control everything. These people must be honored. They are same like you. There is no difference. They have no difference. If these people do not work, if they are not available, you have to stay in forest. You have to stay in jungle. You won't have foods because these people grow crops which you eat. Don't underestimate them. And this is foolishness of governments in this country that they ignored them. They did not realize value of these people. This is foolishness of our governments. Complete foolishness of our governments that they cannot realize humanity. What is humanity? Some people, some chief ministers, some idiots, I can say, they have changed laws. Change laws. Who are you? Do not give them the all pull all rights, suspend all their rights for 3 years. Okay, I suspend your rights then. Who are you to suspend their rights? And what relation it is got to economical issues? First of all, who are you to suspend their rights? Only there you are in government, that's it. Can you suspend their food? Can you suspend their breathing? Can you suspend your breathing? What do you mean? What standard of education do you have, chief ministers and prime minister? What standards of education you have? From which university you qualified? You don't understand anything. You are suspending rights of these poor people. You want to support those industrialists. You want to support those promoters and builders because they are paying you money. And what relation is got to economy? I don't understand. What rights shall you suspend? Shall you not pay them? If they don't work for you, then what you do? If say these people decide we are not coming back, we will stay in our homes, we are not worried about you, do whatever you want. From where shall you get workers? From where? From England, from US, from Canada, from where? Did you think about that? No, just take decisions because I am in power. Foolish decision, dogmatic decision it is. You have no mind. That's it. You have no right to do as such. And I will condemn so any court also if that favors this type of decision. You are all in same boat. All upper class people, you don't treat them because they are mostly SC and ST and OBC. 90% of them are like that. Minority, SC, ST, OBC, you do not want to treat them human. That's only question here. That's only a problem here. Your mind is set in a different direction. You want to live based on their hard work and you do not give them back anything. That is chemical equation which you are following, which cannot be accepted. A citizen should think, an educated person should think, and those who cannot think, I don't call them educated idiots. They are educated, uneducated, and educated both here. They cannot think, I am middle class, I am big, you are small. Hell with your thinking. Go stand in sun, go to builders, work for them, and you realize what is what. All these bugs, all these middle class idiots go to join these companies in their place and work on concrete, work on building, work on brickwork, work on everything, and you realize how work is done. Then you will understand. Because you are given build house, you don't care. You are given build house on cheap rates, That's why you're jumping. Ask English people, ask American people, ask European people how they make their houses. Then you will enjoy. You will realize your weakness, your septic thinking. You don't realize what is world. You don't realize anything because here they are available in crores. So you don't care for them. Yes, they are poor. They are not formally educated, but they are educated more than what you are educated for. You are educated, but you can do nothing. You can do nothing, but you are educated. They are not educated, but they can build your house. There's a great difference. They can give you something which you use for decades. But what you give them? Insult. You don't even use respectable words for them. Hey, come here. Do like that. And you may give him abusive language, slang language. Try to see your status first. They are not your slaves and they are not your servants. If they get some money, they work hard. They get, otherwise you won't even pay them single rupee. You won't even pay them a glass of water. These builders, these promoters, these industries are in their status because of these people are here. Otherwise, Tata, Birla, Dalmi and Ambani are just like beggars. If banks don't allow them loan, if these people don't work for them, they will be street hawkers. Tata, Birla, Ambani. They will use telas and sell vegetable in your streets. No difference. These people work for them. That's it. They are rich. Why are they crying now? These builders, why are they crying? Why chiefs support them? Why private support them? They know if these people gone, means gone. But you cannot force people to work for them. You can't force. If by force you hold them, for example, by force you hold them, shall they work? They will do sabotage in their site. They will sabotage your site. They will break concrete mixer. They will do something your concrete fails. Only happy, if you are happy, you can work. If you are happy, no one can force you to work. Now they are psychological impacted people just like you are. You are psychological, but they are psychological impacted. Just go and open wine. You are running behind wine. Oh, I take my car to wine shop and you are standing in queue to buy whiskey. You are so hungry for whiskey. What about these people? When they see you drinking, what they think of? Have you ever thought? You have money. You go 2,000 rupees, 3,000, stay in line and get a bottle of whiskey. If they see you, what do you think they feel? Don't they have heart? Don't they feel that they should also have that whiskey? But from where? Where is money? They never drink English whiskey. But you are drinking because you are rich. You have to change your septic mind. Chief ministers have to think like humans. They cannot treat them animals. Prime Minister has to become a human first, not a devil. He has become a devil. Because of it, these people are trapped, not because of someone else. He did only 2-3 hours before lockdown. What policy is this? What method is this? He cannot think. Our Prime Minister is mindless. He cannot think. Why didn't you think that time? Okay, give them 3, 4, 5 days or 1 week so they can go back safe. I don't understand. Are we civilized people? We are not civilized people. Some people are happy. Oh, this their fault that train crossed over them. This is their fault, not your fault. Sorry, Corona would come to you certainly because you deserve it. Your thoughts are septic. Your thoughts are good for Corona. You deserve those things. You are not human being because you cannot think for those who deserve your service, deserve your sympathy. No MP, no MLA, no one was seen on road to talk to these people. Unfortunately, this is that country where humanity has been killed. These people are in power, they think this is their country only. They have forgot this is public country. They have forgot that. This is a public country. This is not their country. They are not kings to own this country. They can be thrown by one vote. They have forgotten that. They have forgotten that. That's the problem. Modi thinks it's father's country. This is a thing that this state is their father's state. They have forgot that it belongs to public. And once public is angry, you don't know what happens then. Your police, everyone got no power at all. That in that stage, the public gets angry. If these people are angry, say someone day, they will teach you all lessons. They don't care for law at that time. They don't worry about law. We are going to die, you will worry for law. If you are at that point, you shall care for law. You will not care for law. You will not care for police. You will not care for ministers. You will not care for army when you are at that point because you have to die. So why shall you worry at that point? It's a very dangerous situation. You are going to force these people to die because of your command. Who are you to do like this? Do it with your bhakts. They are sitting in AC room. They are enjoying life. Do it with them and see. Force them to go to sites and work and see how work is done. Do you have energy? Do you have that power to force your bucks, 10 crore bucks, go and work for laborers? Then I will see that you are something. Otherwise, you are scratch. You are scratch. Nothing. There's nothing written on your page. This tongue you can for anything, but use this. You did not do your job. And you only speaking, oh, I am sorry, they have died. Only this is enough. You did not realize why they died. They died because you forced them to die. That's why they died. It's unfortunate that is this you call them cultural country. This Sanskriti wala desh. This is your Sanskriti. Don't care for this class. This is Sanskriti. Those people who are working based on these people, who are running their business based on these, they are all silent. If there's nothing happen, engineers, they close their lips, they close their mind, they are not speaking about them. While they are most benefited by them. No engineer can work without them. No engineer can work without them. No factory owner can work without them. No industrialist can work. And economy cannot move if they do not work. They are working where? In all 8 sectors where you count GDP from, all sectors they are involved with. And if they are not there, you are not, nothing moves in this point. You have to learn it now forever. This is a good lesson for you to learn. And you have to help these people rather than forcing them to make your slaves. They don't care for your laws. They care for treatment. You may make any law. Who bothers? They never read law. Who reads law? You don't know laws of this nation. You withdraw your cases. Was there law to withdraw cases? You withdraw your cases. You withdraw them. You yourself protected your own crimes. And you are pushing them to death. When you are in power, you have clean sheet. You will get clean sheets from everywhere. Because judges also afraid. They are also scared. Because no judge wants to be lawyer. This is my anguish, you may say, my suggestion, you may say, my advice to you may say, amend your behavior. Or these people can amend you very well. These can amend you very well. When I know what these people are, I have worked with them for many decades and I know their potential. Once they are angry, they don't care for who you are once they are angry. And don't let them reach that stage when they forget what you are. Just imagine a stage, suppose they all capture you, they are there of you, what shall you do? They don't worry about police then. They don't care for anybody. They are ready to Okay, shoot me. If a person decides, shoot me, what harm can you give to that person? Nothing. If you tell him stay here or die, they should stay here to wait for death. Are they fools? They are not fools, you are fools. Now you are asking them, do not eat food, stay there, wait for me when I give you job. This is called exploitation of workers. You are not treating them, you do not treat them like humans. Even you do not treat, they are treating them like dogs, like cats, like monkeys. Means they should dance to your whims. Why? Why are you interested in promoters? You are interested in promoters or interest only because you want to keep economic uplift. Nothing wrong with that. I don't mind that. It's good. You think of economy, but why at this stage? Why did you not think on same day when you declared lockdown will be effective after 3 or 4 hours? That day you should have thought that this could be result. You did not think that way. And even after that you did not think. You wasted 1.5 months, 1 month or 1.5 months doing nothing for them. So they would come out of houses. They are not permanent resident here. They would come out. And they came out. This only picture. If you cannot, being ministers, understand this point, then you have no right to stay in those positions. Better leave those positions and go away. People take care of themselves. They should take care of themselves. Don't wait for. Don't earn more crimes. You have to also respond to God. You are not going to stay 5,000 or 6,000 years. You have to answer God also. So, if you have mind, if you are conscious, forget what you have done, help them, let them go back, and let them come thereafter. Don't spread fake news that people are coming to work in Gurgaon. They are saying, oh, we want to come. No one is fool in this country who shall come back in this critical situation where you have failed drastically. Nobody will come to this one like that, this situation at this moment. Even people are returning back from Gulf, GCC countries. They are returning back from many other countries, and you are just spreading fake news that so many lakh people want to come to Gurgaon, to Gurugram like that, Faridabad. This all fake, I know. You just want to create this news to tell people, see, we are very good. People are interested to come to our areas. Don't think public is fool. Public is not fool. Don't be fool them. This was my purpose today because I am very much concerned. Believe me, I'm very much upset. Not because of lockdown, not because of Modi is doing, or not because of PM care or something. I am very much upset with abusive treatment Modi and his ministers and his chief minister have extended to this class of people, which is a real class of people, which work for development of this nation. You have taken them for granted. You did not consider them human beings, and that's why I'm very upset. Believe me, I can't express what degree of expansion. You should be thankful that these people did not take route of violence. They could. You should be very happy that they did not fight anywhere. They just walked and walked and walked. Some died, some did not die, some were sick, and wherever they could reach, they could reach. You should respect them. That this energy they have, you can use for development. This point you should understand. And don't think that you can maltreat them. I will reduce, I will take this back, this law and that law. It won't help you at all. What they want good salary, they want good residence, they want good food. That's all. What else they want? Everybody wants that. You will not allow raise salary. What do you mean not allow raise salary? What do you mean that if they work, they don't get salaries? If somebody does good work and I don't allow salary, if you don't allow, go to hell. I don't come to work. What do you do? If I stop coming to work, shall you kill me? It's my choice. I am not pleased to work with you. I don't work. Thank you very much. I don't want your job. They start stating like that. Think on what shall you do. You don't have no alternative. You don't have any alternative in this country to rely upon, because only these people are there who can work on in sun, on development work. You have no middle class cannot work. They are only paper workers. They are only computer workers. They don't know what work is. They don't know what sun is. They don't know what air is. I have seen people even they can't stand for 10 minutes. Oh, I'm sweating this and that and that. Your body is body, their body is not body. Your sickness is sickness, their sickness is no sickness. This is why you could not develop so far. Those countries which don't care for their people, they can never develop. And this section is section actually. This 50% part of population, they are 50% part, I say, because their families are included. If this 50% population is not supported by government, you can never move this country to development. Never. आप गलत फहमी के शिकार हो चुके हैं. आप जानते नहीं आप क्या कर रहे हैं. आपको कुछ पता नहीं है. आपने कभी देखी नहीं गरीबी. कहने की बातें हैं सब. आप जानते नहीं समाज क्या है. आप जानते नहीं गांव क्या है. आप जानते नहीं मजदूर जिसको आप कहते हैं वो मजदूर नहीं है. वो मेहनत कश है. वो मेहनत से खाता है, हराम की नहीं खाता है. किसान हराम की नहीं खाता है. आप हराम की खाते हैं रिश्वत लेके. आप हराम की खाते हैं झूठ बोल के. आप सारे कर्म वो करते हैं जो नहीं करने चाहिए. आप 2-3 हजार रुपये शराब पी जाते हैं. तब आप नहीं सोचते इनके बारे में कि चलो ये पैसे हम इसमें नहीं खर्चते, उनके लिए यूज कर लेते हैं. बड़ा दुख हुआ देख के. शराब की दुकानें खुली हैं, लाइन लगी है कार वालों की बोतल खरीदने के लिए. सरकार के पास इनके लिए पैसे नहीं है. इनके लिए पैसे नहीं है. ये गरीब जनता, मेहनतकश जनता जो देश को बनाती है, विश्व को बनाती है. अरे इन्होंने तो गल्फ को बना दिया. हमारे देश के वर्कर, चाइना के वर्कर, थाईलैंड के वर्कर, बांग्लादेश के वर्कर, श्रीलंका के वर्कर और पता नहीं कहां कहां से जाते हैं. मिस्र के, सीरिया के, सब जगह के. पूरी दुनिया को कंस्ट्रक्शन कर दिया उन्होंने. कनाडा को बना दिया हमारे देश के लोगों ने. इंग्लैंड में जाके काम किया. इंग्लैंड में कहां कहां काम नहीं किया. आपको क्या पता है. आपको तो बस बैठना है, पैसे खर्चने हैं फालतू के. नई बिल्डिंग बनानी है 23,000 करोड़ की. क्या बीमारी लगी आपको. टेंट लगाइए पार्लियामेंट के लिए, छोड़ दीजिए ये बिल्डिंग भी, रखिए टेंट में शामिल लगा के करिए जो करना है. किसके लिए कर रहे हैं आप. क्या कर क्या रहे हैं आप पार्लियामेंट में. काम क्या आप. कुछ काम नहीं करते आप सिवाय बकवासबाजी के. कांग्रेस ने ये किया, उसने क्या. इन बदतमीजी के अलावा कुछ नहीं किया आज तक. कोई आपसे गलती हो गई तो कांग्रेस की वजह से हो गई. इतने आपको लॉजिक आता है. बस मैं कांग्रेस की बात नहीं कर रहा. आपका आंसर ये होता है जो गया उसकी बात करते हैं. जो आप जिम्मेदार हैं आप उसकी बात नहीं करते. कांग्रेस ने ये नहीं किया, कांग्रेस ने वो नहीं किया. आपने क्या किया. अरे आप तो कांग्रेस से दिलाई आजादी की सीट पे बैठे हैं. आजादी नहीं होती तो ये संविधान भी नहीं होता. ये संविधान भी नहीं होता और सीट भी नहीं होती. आपको तो बल्कि धन्यवाद देना चाहिए उनका जिन्होंने इस देश को आजाद कराया, क्योंकि आपने तो नहीं कराया. ये तो पक्की बात है. आपने तो नहीं चाहते थे हो जाए और उन्हीं की दी सीट पे बैठे हैं आप बातें कर रहे हैं. उन्होंने क्या किया. आज तक आपने कुछ नहीं किया. क्या किया आपने. कुछ नहीं किया. झूठ बोल के अलावा कुछ भी तो नहीं करते. गुस्सा आता है, आना चाहिए. दिमाग है तो आएगा, दिमाग नहीं है तो नहीं आएगा. मेरा तो कोई लोग झगड़ा हो जाता है. मोदी मोदी पूछता हूं पता क्या किया मोदी ने. एक भी बात पता बताएगा नहीं. बताएगा नहीं. कोई हम वीडियो सुन रहे हैं, अच्छा मोदी के खिलाफ सुन रहे होंगे. अबे तुम्हारे बाप का क्या जाता है. मोदी के खिलाफ सुनेंगे तुम्हें क्या तकलीफ है भाई. मेरी मर्जी है. तुम क्या मोदी मोदी जब बैठे हो. तुम सच्चाई क्यों नहीं देखते. वो मर गए जो वर्कर, वो किसके लिए मर गए. किसके लिए मरने आए थे. वो तुम्हारे लिए मर गए. वो इस देश के लिए मर गए. क्या करते वो. शर्म आनी चाहिए हर देशवासी को. शर्म आना चाहिए मोदी को. शर्म आनी चाहिए राष्ट्रपति को. शर्म आनी चाहिए कोर्ट को जिन्होंने उनकी तरफ ध्यान नहीं दिया. बैठा है कोर्ट खोल के बिना मतलब के लिए. क्या करता है कोर्ट. कुछ नहीं कर रहा आजकल. खुद बोलना चाहिए था मोदी क्या कर रहे हो तुम. नहीं पूछा कोर्ट ने। क्या जवाब है आप कोर्ट के पास? कोई जवाब नहीं है। क्या देगा जवाब वो? इंसान को इंसान नहीं समझता कोर्ट आज की तारीख में, गरीब को तो बिल्कुल नहीं समझता। फिर क्या फायदा उसका? संविधान को नहीं समझते, उस संविधान के नौकर हैं वो, संविधान को नहीं समझते। गुस्सा आना तय है, क्योंकि हम भारत के लोग हैं। सच को सच कहना हमें आना चाहिए, लेकिन हम डरते हैं बोलते हुए। किससे डरते हैं हमें नहीं पता। तो मैं तो कहता हूं कोरोना आओ और सबको ठीक करो। ये जितने बदमाश, जितने गुंडे राजनीति में हैं, इन सबको ठिकाने लगाओ, ये तभी देश सुधरेगा। सीट पर बैठ गए, नशा आ गया, कोई कुछ बकता है, कोई कुछ बकता है, काम के बारे में कोई कुछ नहीं कहता, कुछ नहीं कहता। बंद कर दो रेलवे, सब बंद कर दो, कर दी बंद। अरे इनको घर तो जाने देते। 4 दिन, 5 दिन, 6 दिन तो अलाउ करते। पता नहीं क्या नशा है इनमें, क्या कहना चाहते हैं ये दुनिया को, क्या कहना चाहता है मोदी दुनिया को, मुझे नहीं समझ आया। किस दुनिया में रहता है, किस गलत फहमी में रहता है, मुझे नहीं समझ आया आज तक। 6 साल हो गए देखते देखते। सुना था बहुत बड़ा गुजरात बना के आया है, लेकिन अब गुजरात भी सामने आ गया कि वहां भी कुछ नहीं है। झूठ बोलने से कब तक चलेगा? कब तक आप धोखा देंगे पब्लिक को? सच्चाई कभी नहीं, सच्चाई रुक सकती है कहीं पे, लेकिन खत्म नहीं हो सकती है। ये भी एक भगवान का सिद्धांत है। आप 1 अरब बार झूठ बोल लीजिए, 1 खरब बार झूठ बोल लीजिए, लेकिन जब सच सामने आता है, बड़े बड़े झूठ पानी हो जाते हैं। ये भी एक सच्चाई है। मौत सच है, मौत झूठ नहीं है। मौत के सामने आपका पैसा कुछ नहीं है, मौत के सामने ये दुनिया कुछ नहीं है। इसीलिए सच मौत है। इसीलिए कहते हैं राम नाम सत्य है। वहां सत्य का नाम राम है, राम का नाम सत्य नहीं है, सत्य का नाम राम है। अगर आप सत्य हैं, सच करते हैं, सच बोलते हैं, तो आप राम भक्त हैं, नहीं तो आप नहीं हैं। सत्यमेव जयते। आप कितना मर्जी झूठ को फ्रेम कर लीजिए, लेकिन सत्य की जय होती है। ये भी सच है। झूठ का कोई सर पैर नहीं होता है, सच की जय होती है। ये जिंदगी का सच है, और जो इस बात को नहीं समझेगा वो कभी आगे नहीं जा सकता। ठीक है, आप झूठ बोल दीजिए, एक बार आप पास हो जाएंगे। सच बोल दीजिए, पास हो जाएंगे। जो बच्चा एग्जाम में झूठ करता है, नकल मारता है, कोई भी क्लास का हो, पास तो वो कर लेता है। लेकिन वो जो उसके अंदर की गंदगी है, वो चीटिंग की एक पॉइंट है, वो सारी जिंदगी उसके अंदर रहता है। यार मैंने चीट किया था एग्जाम में, और सारी जिंदगी उसके, वो किसी भी पोस्ट पे पहुंच जाए, सपने में भी कई बार देखेगा यार मैंने ऐसा किया है। वो शांति से कभी नहीं रह सकता। झूठ ऐसी बीमारी है, कैंसर से भी ज्यादा खतरनाक। आप गुस्से में बोल दीजिए, सच तो बोल दीजिए, कम से कम दूसरे को तो नुकसान ना हो। जो झूठ पे विश्वास कर लेता है उसको तो नुकसान ना हो। क्या फर्क पड़ता है आपके झूठ बोलने से? क्या मिलता है किसी को? कुछ नहीं मिलता। बस आपको एक इंस्टेंट फायदा हो जाता है कि लोग आपकी बात को मान के आप पे विश्वास कर लेते हैं। लेकिन वही लोग एक दिन आता है जब झूठों से आपकी पिटाई भी करते हैं, फिर आप भागते भागते थक जाएंगे, आप बच नहीं सकते। ऐसा भी समय आता है, हर एक की जिंदगी में आता है। शायद वो समय आ गया है, वो नहीं पीट सके, पीटने वाले दूसरा पीटने वाला आ गया है। वो तो नहीं पीट सके जो पीटना चाहिए था आपको, लेकिन जो नहीं, भगवान कहीं ना कहीं से तो देगा आपको सजा। मिल रही है, सारी दुनिया को मिल रही है, आप ही को नहीं मिल रही है अकेले को। अमेरिका जैसी कंट्री नहीं बची, अमेरिका जैसी पावरफुल कंट्री वो पीछे गई, वो बर्बाद हो गई। बर्बादी तो है, इट्स कॉल्ड बर्बादी। व्हाट्स हैपनिंग इन अमेरिका इज ऑल डिस्ट्रक्शन। He removed medical benefit to people. This Trump, he destroyed what past President Obama did for medical. He brought schemes for poor people. He brought schemes for civilians. And this person, because he hated him, he didn't prefer him, he removed all his good work. And what's happening in America? No doctor, no PPEs, nothing, no medicine, no proper treatment. Superpower of world. So-called superpower is now shoe power, not superpower. It's shoe power. They are not able to think what to do. Trump has become mad. See his mind. Every other day he changes decisions. What do you call it? It's madness or no madness? कौन बार बार डिसीजन बदलता है अपने? कौन हमेशा गुस्सा आता है किसी को? किसको आएगा? जिसको समझ नहीं होगी, जिसके पास सॉल्यूशन नहीं होगा, उसको गुस्सा आएगा. बार बार चौहान, वहान, चाइना, दिस दैट, सोते भी जागते भी उसके अंदर भूत सवार हो गया है. कोरोना उसके दिमाग में घुस गया. शरीर में नहीं घुसा, दिमाग में घुसा. कोविड-19 पागल कर दिया उसको. सच बता रहा हूं मैं. He has been impacted in mind by COVID-19 SARS-2. पागलों की तरह बात करता है. आई एम कोरोना चेयरमैन. आए बोतल पी लो जहर की, डिटर्जेंट की, एंटी डिसइंफेक्टेंट की बोतल पी लो. कौन ऐसी बात करेगा? पागल ही तो करेगा. अब कहना नहीं चाहिए लेकिन सच्चाई है. अगर एक प्रेसिडेंट लेवल का आदमी, और वो भी यूएस का, हमारा नहीं, ऐसी बात करे तो क्या कहेंगे? आप पागल हो गया ही कहेंगे. जर्नलिस्ट से बात नहीं करता सीधे मुंह, वो क्वेश्चन पूछते चल देता उसको. इसे पागलपन नहीं कहेंगे तो क्या कहेंगे आप? मैं अपने डेस्क से बटन दबा दूंगा, तुम्हारा सत्यानाश कर दूंगा. नॉर्थ कोरिया को कहता है. ये क्या पागलपन नहीं है? कहने का मतलब है वन शुड बी स्मार्ट बट नॉट स्टूपिड. It's not okay. You are a politician. I agree. You are a politician. You have to please your voters. Elections are coming. You have to win also. But if you are saying this time of criticality that China wants you not to win, this means you win because of China. This means that. So China controls your country. This means, oh, China doesn't want that I should win. This is a statement of a president of US. Do you agree with this statement? China doesn't want Trump to win. This means China is more powerful in your country than Trump. What a stupid statement. Shall your country voters think for China and then vote? Just like we say in this country, our foolish people, oh, see, America has praised Modi, WHO has praised Modi, that has praised Modi. So what? If somebody has praised Modi, what does it mean? Because those people know little. Those people, they don't know everything about you. Just like somebody says, oh, Trump is very good for America. We do not know everything about America, but we say or not? How much I know about America? I have never been to America. I don't know ABCD of America. Oh, Trump, I'm saying because of news what we are getting, we are only involving that part of feedback. Otherwise, we have nothing else. How do I know what is his policy? How his thing is for his people? We don't know. Only those people who are affected, they know. So this is only generality of world that we say, oh, that country says Modi says, okay, fine. Because you are dealing in the international world. Somebody say you're good, somebody say you're bad. Generally, those who think you're bad, they don't speak. So nothing means whenever you work somewhere in the world and you are exposed to those people, now you are heading this country, you are leader of this country, so they talk about you. They used to talk about all past leaders also. What is special in that? Because you are leader of this country, you are going everywhere, people know who you are, that's why they say. They don't know who I am, they don't say about me. So this is opportunity. This doesn't mean they have to certify you. They won't vote for you, public shall vote for you. You are client of public, not of other country. This you should understand. You are my client, I'm your voter. You are somebody else client, he is voter. They have to say that you are very good. Not American president or Chinese president. You have to say, these workers have to say, Modi is very good. But they are now being beaten by Modi's police. They're being beaten, they come out of room, the police beat them. Why are you coming out? So they would say Modi is good. They would not say. So they are your voters. They should say. Only then I say, public say. If his chamchas, his Modi bhakts only say, I don't care for that. They are paid. IT cell, they are paid. They are just giving fake these postings. Everything is fake. There is no meaning at this stage to write something. They're writing. They don't know anything. They are just writing. This is critical time. This is time of this virus. They are talking of Mahabharata and Ramayana. What relation is got to this one? What Ram Mandir has to do with this one? What Hindu Musliman has to do with this one? This is world problem. You talk about this. How you solve this, what you have done for this, you post for that. That's how you understand. But if you write nonsense, nothing. Oh, Indira Gandhi bad. Rahul Gandhi, sorry, Rajiv Gandhi bad. What Indira Gandhi and Rajiv Gandhi have to do in this situation? I don't understand. Illogical postings, irrelevant postings, meaningless postings. Means they are paid simply. They are paid to work for them, to just support like this Modi, because Modi cannot pull support. They create support for Modi. This is their formula. Modi has not worked anything that should be supported. So they create a different kind of support, hypothetical support. So the whoever goes through Facebook or through Twitter or through some other account, WhatsApp, they should know Modi is Modi, Modi is Modi. They just want to create an environment of Modism. That's all. They don't care for how many people died. They don't care if people don't have food. They don't care for anything. And TV channels are instructed to talk about Hindu Musliman, talk about Pakistan. This is what's happening. But remember, again I say, truth is truth. That's it. You cannot control truth. Truth has to defeat false. False cannot take over seat of truth because false does not exist. And that doesn't exist cannot sit. This is only kalpnik. This is only imaginative, speculative, that you say something and want to win over that. You can never. You can never win on that. Only your work would support you, your good work or your bad work. Both will talk about you. You expect these workers, these 40 crore workers in our country, what treatment you have given to them? Is this not a big question? ये प्रश्न नहीं है क्या सोचने वाला? आप क्या समझते हैं ये मजाक है? देश के 40 करोड़ लोग जो इस देश को बनाने के लिए जिम्मेदार हैं, आप उनको नाली में फेंक देंगे? क्या करेंगे आप उनको? आप उनको मरने में हालत में छोड़ देंगे? उनको आप इन इंडस्ट्रीज के हवाले कर देंगे? जैसे मर्जी गुलाम बना लें इनको, इनके हक छीन के, इनके अधिकार छीन के? आप क्या है? क्या शपथ लिया आपने? याद है आपने क्या शपथ ली थी? राष्ट्रपति ने क्या शपथ ली थी? प्रधानमंत्री ने क्या शपथ ली थी? भूल गए आप? वो शपथ आप भूल गए तो आपको राम भी सहायता नहीं करेगा, याद रख लेना। बना लीजिए राम मंदिर, किसी काम नहीं आएगा वो। राम झूठ का साथ नहीं देता, राम भ्रष्टाचार का साथ नहीं देता, राम गरीबों को तंग करेगा तो साथ नहीं देता। राम के साथ तो भीलनी भी बैठी थी, राम के साथ निषाद भी बैठा था, और आप उन लोगों से घृणा करते हैं तो आप कैसे राम के भक्त हैं? राम तो जानवरों की भी इज्जत करता था, वो है क्या आप तो इंसानों की भी इज्जत नहीं कर रहे, फिर कैसे राम के भक्त हैं आप? नाम है सिर्फ राम भक्ति और काम में नहीं है भक्ति। मार दो राम के नाम पे किसी को, यही आपकी भक्ति। बोलो जय श्री राम, नहीं तो मार दो। क्या राम ने ऐसा कहा है? कभी कहा उसने ऐसा कि जो मेरा नाम ना ले उसको मार दो? तो कैसी भक्ति आपकी? आप तो गलत फहमी की शिकार है, आप तो क्रिमिनल है। किसी के अधिकार छीन लेना बिना मतलब भी क्राइम होता है। क्या कसूर है उनका? क्या कसूर है इन वर्कर्स का? बताइए, क्या चोरी किया उन्होंने? डकैती डाली है उनकी? बैंक से पैसे लेके विदेश भाग गए वो? क्या कसूर है उनका? दिया क्या आपने उनको? आप तो उससे लेना चाहते हैं, दिया तो आपने कुछ नहीं। आप तो उनको ऊपर वर्क, जो आपके ये बिल्डर्स हैं, प्रमोटर्स हैं, इंडस्ट्री वाले हैं, इनको आप ऊपर उठाना चाहते हैं। इनको आपने पहले भी चोरी का पैसा करने दिया, सब ले लेके चोरी का पैसा बैठे, बैंक का पैसा लेके बैठे, और आप उनको और उठाना चाहते हैं इन गरीबों के सर पे। अरे आप इंसानों के जानवर हो, इनको देने के बजाय इनसे ले रहे हो, ये क्या है? ऐसे चलता है देश? और क्या लिंक है मुझे नहीं समझ आता। मैं इंजीनियर हूं, मुझे नहीं समझ आ रही बात, बताइए इनकी तंग करने से इकोनॉमी का क्या रिलेशन है, क्या संबंध है दोनों का? इनके अधिकार आप काटना चाहते हैं इकोनॉमी को ऊपर करने के लिए, ये क्या लिंक है, क्या मैथमेटिक्स है इसमें? इसका मतलब उनको सैलरी नहीं देंगे, यही मतलब है आपका? आप सैलरी उनको दे देंगे जो पैसे वाले हैं, जो हरामखोर हैं, जो बैंक के पैसे लूट के पैसे, उनको पैसे देना चाहते हैं, उनका प्रॉफिट देना चाहते हैं आप। तो आप इस देश के नेता नहीं हैं, आप फिर गद्दार हैं। अगर आप गरीबों के हक मार के अमीरों का फायदा करना चाहते हैं तो आप इस देश के निवासी ही नहीं है, आप किसी देश के एजेंट हैं उस तरह, क्योंकि आप देश को बर्बाद करना चाहते हैं। अगर ये लोग बर्बाद तो देश बर्बाद, पक्की बात है। मैं भी इन्हीं में से हूं, मैं कोई बहुत बड़ा आदमी नहीं हूं, इसलिए बोलूंगा इनकी तरफ से, चाहे ये बोले या ना बोले। मुझे गुस्सा आता है जब अन्याय होता है, गुस्सा आता है, इतना गुस्सा आता है कि मैं उसको सह नहीं सकता, क्योंकि ये मेरे लिए नहीं है, ये दूसरों के लिए है। वो जैसे भी हैं, गरीब है, काम करके खाते हैं, चोरी करके नहीं खाते, आपसे मांग के नहीं खाते, अपनी मेहनत से खाते हैं, खून पसीने की कमाई से खाते हैं, आपके बाप का दिया हुआ नहीं खाते, आपका दिया हुआ नहीं खाते। तो वो देश के सच्चे नागरिक हैं, वो देश का भला चाहते हैं, लेकिन आप उनका भला नहीं चाहते। ये देश की व्यवस्था है, ये देश की दुर्भाग्य है, देश बदकिस्मती है कि आप जैसे नेता पावर में आ गए। ये देश की बदकिस्मती है, ये जनता की बदकिस्मती है कि जनता ने आप पे विश्वास कर दिया। वो बेवकूफ जनता जो समझती नहीं कि आप कितने बड़े चोर डकैत। 500 रुपए देते हैं लोगों को, भीख मांगते क्या लोग आपसे? 500 रुपए ले लो, मुझे वोट दे देना, मतलब यही है उसका। पहले आपने 2-2 हजार रुपए किसानों को देके वोट छीन लिए थे, लेकिन याद रखना, बार बार नहीं, यहां जिंदगी मौत का सवाल उठ गया है। भूखा छोड़वा दिया आपने लोगों को, उनके हाल पे पड़े रहो, बंद रहो, बंधुआ मजदूरों। आज की तारीख में बंधुआ ही तो है, बंधुआ मजदूर कर दिया आपने उनको। मेहनत कश है, काम का खाना चाहते, मजदूर तो वो है नहीं, मजदूर तो आपको होना चाहिए था। वो तो मेहनत करते हैं, मेहनत कश है, आप उनको मजदूर मजदूर बोलते रहते हैं। शर्म आनी चाहिए आपकी सोच पे। जो मेहनत करके खाता है उसको आप मजदूर बोलते हैं, और जो हराम की खाता है उसको आप वीआईपी बोलते हैं। उसको आप कहते हैं ये अंबानी है, ये अडानी है, ये बिरला है, ये टाटा है। ये आपके लिए होंगे, मेरे लिए जूते वाले हैं वो सब। बाटा जूते वाला है, ये सब होटल चलाने वाले हैं, ये गरीब की जान से पैसा खाने वाले हैं। काहे के बड़े हैं? कैसे बड़े हैं? सॉरी, क्या करूंगा, गुस्सा आ रहा है। खैर, चलते रहेंगे बातें तो। पता नहीं हमारे देश के लोगों को गुस्सा क्यों नहीं आता, मेरे समझ नहीं आता। हमारे युवाओं को गुस्सा क्यों नहीं आता, क्या हो गया उनको, मेरे को कुछ बात समझ नहीं आती। देश के बारे में कोई सोचता नहीं है आज की तारीख में, तो नहीं जानते क्या होने वाला है। आप सोचिए, अगर ये लोग भड़क जाते हैं, सोच लीजिए जरा, इनको गुस्सा आना प्राकृतिक है, क्यों? इन्होंने कुछ मांगा नहीं आपसे, दे डिड नॉट आस्क फॉर एनीथिंग। वो यही चाहते थे तो खाना मिल जाए, इस समय में रहने वाला तंगी ना हो, कम से कम खाना तो चाहिए, कुत्ते को भी खाना चाहिए, बिल्ली को, ये इंसान है। अगर इनके खाने का अरेंजमेंट मोदी करा देता या चीफ मिनिस्टर करा देते तो क्या था उसमें, लेकिन नहीं कराया। और कहीं जाते भी हैं लेने तो पुलिस वाले मारते जाकर आए। अगर आप इतना नहीं कर सकते तो आपने लॉकडाउन किया क्यों था? अगर आप इतना भी नहीं करा सकते, आपको पता नहीं था क्या देश के अंदर ये लोग काम करने वाले रहते हैं? आपको पता नहीं था क्या? ऐसा तो नहीं हो सकता कि आपको पता ना हो। इन्हीं लोगों को सिर्फ प्रॉब्लम हुई है, बाकी तो मजे में रहे सारे। मिडिल क्लास के काम करने वाले, कंप्यूटर पे काम करने वाले, रिमोट से काम कर रहे हैं, घर से काम कर रहे हैं, वर्चुअल ऑफिस बना रखा है। ठीक है, दुकान वाले हैं, उनकी दुकानें बंद है, लेकिन वो भूखे नंगे नहीं है। और जहां जहां ऑफिस है वो भी भूखे नंगे नहीं है, सब एक एक दो दो तीन तीन महीने खा सकते हैं, इतना पैसा सबको होता है। लेकिन यही एक समाज का वो हिस्सा है जो ज्यादा से ज्यादा कमाता होगा, एक हफ्ते का रखता होगा अपने पास। भाई आपकी 300 रुपये, मान लीजिए 400 रुपये आपका खर्चा है, मिलता है कहीं से 300 भी मिलता है, कहीं 400 मिलता है डेली का, और हफ्ते में सॉरी महीने में आपको 10 दिन काम भी नहीं है। कई बार कंस्ट्रक्शन लाइन तो ऐसी है, फैक्ट्री में मान लो सैलरी मिलती है, मान लिया फैक्ट्री वाला सैलरी देता है, इंडस्ट्री में काम करते हैं वहाँ भी सैलरी मिलती है, ये भी हम मान लेते हैं, आपको वहाँ एक महीने की सैलरी मिल जाएगी। लेकिन जो आदमी अपना काम करता है, मतलब फ्रीलांसर है, जो रोज कहीं काम ढूंढता है, कहीं खड़ा होता है चौराहे पे, मुझे कोई ले जाएगा, मुझे कुछ दिहाड़ी मिल जाएगी, उसको 15 से 20 दिन से ज्यादा, कभी 15 दिन काम एक महीने मिल जाए तो बहुत है। अगर 300 रुपया 400 रुपये एक दिन का भी लगा लें, मान लीजिए कि हेल्पर को 300 रुपये मिला और 15 दिन में 45 रुपये उसके पास हो गया, उसमें वो कम से कम खाएगा भी। अरे भाई 300 रुपये में 50-60 रुपये खाना सड़ी से कम भी क्वालिटी खाएगा, तो इससे कम तो नहीं आने वाला। पानी भी बोतल पिएगा, और वो गुटका पुटका जो खाते हैं वो भी वो खाएगा, उससे तो आप रोक नहीं सकते, तो खाते हैं, सब खाते हैं। तो आप ये नहीं सोचा आपने कि इनके पास 50% तो मकान का किराया भी देना होता है, तो इनके पास 50% से कम भी नहीं हुआ एक दिन में बचने के लिए। 40% लगा लीजिए तो 300 या 400 जो कमाए तो 100 रुपये रोज बचेंगे, या 100, 200, 150 बच जाएंगे, ज्यादा से ज्यादा करेगा सैलरी बच सकते हैं। तो वो अगर कितने दिन खा लेगा बिना काम, कितने दिन रह लेगा, ये किसी ने नहीं सोचा। और यही अफसोस की बात है कि इतने सारे IAS ऑफिसर हैं इस देश में, इतने सारे इंजीनियर्स हैं इस देश में, इतने सारे मिनिस्टर्स हैं इस देश में, MLAs हैं, MPs हैं, किसी को कुछ नहीं पता। आखिर ये 30-40 करोड़ लोग जो मजदूरी करते हैं या जो भी मेहनत करते हैं, कुछ भी ज्ञान हो, अपने लिए करते हैं, खाते हैं, कैसे रहेंगे किसी ने जरा भी नहीं सोचा। बड़े दुख की बात है, मुझे बहुत दुख हो रहा है इस बात पे कि इतने बड़े बड़े पढ़े लिखे लोग जो कहते हैं अपने आप को मेरिट वाले कहते हैं, उनके दिमाग में इतनी सी भी बात नहीं आई कि देश का एक हिस्सा ऐसा भी है, शहरों में रहता है, उसको बहुत बड़ी प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है। बाकी को तो प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, सच बात है, किसी को प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, सब मस्ती में मार रहे हैं अपने घर में, वो चाहे मिडिल क्लास हो, अपर मिडिल क्लास हो, पैसे वाला हो, प्रॉब्लम सिर्फ इसी सेक्शन को है। और ये कोई छोटी प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, ये एक्सप्लोसिव प्रॉब्लम है, ये अंदर ही अंदर एक्सप्लोजन कर रही है और डिनायल मोड में आ रही है। ये हम आपका काम नहीं करते, ये डिनायल मोड ही कहते हैं इसको, और ये बहुत खतरनाक मोड है। चीफ मिनिस्टर क्या उसका बाप नहीं संभाल सकता इसको, और मोदी का भी बाप नहीं संभाल सकता इसको, अगर अकल नहीं आएगी, जल्दी से जल्दी उसने कोई एक्शन नहीं लिया तो। कांग्रेस ने कहा था उनको कुछ 1000 पैसे डाल दीजिए उनके, इसने कभी नहीं सुनी, इसके बाप के पैसे हैं, नहीं सुनी इसने। अरे डाल देते 5,000 रुपए उनके, क्या जा रहा तुम्हारा यार, कैश दे देते, अकाउंट नहीं थे तो उनके पास, आधार तो है, कुछ तो है ना, और नहीं भी तो कोई बात नहीं, आप दे दीजिए, क्या वो लेके भाग जाएगा, नीरव मोदी बन जाएगा? अरे खाएगा ही तो सही। लेकिन आपने इतना भी नहीं सोचा, और 50-5% में कुछ अकाउंट में डाल रहे हैं। अरे क्या होता है 500 रुपए से यार, शर्म नहीं आती आपको? 500 रुपए में आज के टाइम में क्या होता है? और वो भी आप किनको दे रहे हैं? जो मिडिल क्लास है। देख लीजिए, केस की स्टडी करके देख लीजिए आप, जो ऑलरेडी काम वाले लोग हैं, जो मिडिल क्लास के लोग हैं, उनके हाथों में जा रहे हैं। उन्होंने गलत बनवा रखे हैं सब कुछ कागज, अच्छे कपड़े पहनने वाले, घर जिनके पास है उनको 500 रुपये अपने दे रहे हैं, और जो पैदल चल रहे हैं उनको 1 रुपया भी नहीं मिला। अगर उनको पैसे मिलते तो जाते क्यों? ये बहुत बड़ा क्वेश्चन है और मैं इससे सोच सोच के परेशान हूँ कि आने वाले समय में क्या होगा। ये तो काम करने वाले नहीं, आपका भूल जाइए, जितने मर्जी आप कानून बना लीजिए, कुछ नहीं होगा उससे। क्या कर रहे हैं आप नहीं करेंगे काम तो आपके पास अल्टरनेटिव क्या है, ये सोचना था। अगर आप अल्टरनेटिव के बारे में सोचे, दिस इज पैरेलल अरेंजमेंट विद मी, दिस पीपल डोंट, आई शुड टेक दिस कोर्स, यू डोंट हैव दैट, यू आर वॉइड ऑफ दैट, आपके पास जगह ही नहीं है सोचने की। अगर आपने सोचा होता तो ये मजदूर सड़कों पे नहीं होते, ये वहीं होते जहां ये रह रहे थे। बस आपको इतना करना था, कम से कम खाना इनको देना था, खाना पानी भी आप देते रहते तो शायद काम चल जाता, क्योंकि फिर कम से कम रहते तो सही। लेकिन आपने तो इतना भी नहीं सोचा, फिर आप क्या सोचेंगे, कुछ नहीं सोच सकते आप। आज आपने देश को जिस हाल में खड़ा कर दिया है, आपकी भी समझ नहीं आ रहा कि आपने क्या कर दिया है। आज सच तो यही है, आपको प्रॉब्लम समझ ही नहीं आ रही, क्या सॉल्यूशन देंगे आप। मैं नहीं समझता कि आपके पास कोई सॉल्यूशन है। सोचिए, आपके पास ये वर्ग नहीं है आज की तारीख में, आपका लॉकडाउन खुल भी जाएगा, सब कुछ हो जाएगा, ये इंडस्ट्री क्या करेंगी, क्या करेंगी फैक्ट्री, दुकानों को भी लोग चले गए, क्या करेंगे दुकान वाले, सब ठप। लॉकडाउन खुल गया फिर भी लॉकडाउन है, और ये लोग नहीं काम करते तो आप क्या गोली मार देंगे इनको, नहीं करते क्या करोगे, नहीं चाहिए बस आपका हमें। अगर ये लोग सोच बैठेंगे ऐसे, मान लीजिए, तब आप क्या करेंगे। लॉकडाउन हटने के बाद भी लॉकडाउन हो गया, परमानेंट लॉकडाउन हो गया, जाइए इंग्लैंड जाइए, लाइए मजदूर वहां से, जाइए अमेरिका लाइए, जाइए चाइना वहां से लाइए, थाईलैंड से लाइए, लाएंगे। अगर लाने होते तो ये क्यों करते, आप इन्हीं को पैसे दे सकते थे। बड़े अफसोस की बात है, इकोनॉमी को परमानेंट लॉचा लगा दिया। क्या दिमाग है इनका। लोग कहेंगे जब देखो मोदी की बुराई करता रहता है, मैं किसी मोदी की बुराई नहीं कर रहा, मैं देश की अच्छाई सोच रहा हूं, मैं किसी की बुराई करता भी नहीं, बताता जरूर हूं कि तुमने गलत किया है। मोदी को मैं जानता भी नहीं, मेरा दुश्मन भी नहीं, मुझे कोई लेना भी नहीं उससे। हाँ देश का है वो कुछ, उस नाते मैं कह रहा हूँ, आपको कुछ नहीं पता। मैं नहीं जानता मोदी को, मैं किसी को नहीं जानता, मैं कैसे जानूं, मेरा प्राइम मिनिस्टर बस इतना पता है देश का, प्राइम मिनिस्टर को डायरेक्ट लिंक नहीं होता है, मैं नहीं जानता वो क्या है, वही जानता है अपने बारे में, या उसके वक्त जानते होंगे। लेकिन देश के लिए उसने अभी तक ऐसा कुछ नहीं किया जिससे मैं कहूँ यस ही इज माय प्राइम मिनिस्टर। मैं आज की तारीख में ऐसा नहीं कह सकता ही इज माय प्राइम मिनिस्टर, आई with proud say I am proud that he is my prime minister. I cannot say that, I have no right to say that, because he did not work anything for people of this country. I cannot say that. And if he does something, I will say yes, he has done something, I would say that. But unfortunately he has not done anything which can be credited to his. Everything is debited to him, and because of his acts, either he should be very brilliant, he is not, unfortunately, just speaking something never to do that. This is his policy. Speak anything and go and forget. That's his policy, and that policy doesn't work. Now I am speaking too much. I think I should stop that now. I think I should not also waste your time talking about. It's not politics actually. It's related to national future. I don't want to see what's happening in America happen here. I don't want to see what's happening in England happen here, because both countries are going to a deterioration. America is going to a death. England is going to a death. Simply speaking, you don't know what's happening there. Internal revolt everywhere. Do you know that? Internal revolt is moving in England. It's moving in America. Internal revolt. People are not happy with what's done. We are not feeling here. But what I'm smelling from various news, that scientists are against Trump. Scientists are against Trump. because they don't believe what he says. Scientific community is not believing what Trump is saying. Same thing, Chinese scientists are not believing. They're saying, what's up, this politics, you're kidding all the time. You are stopping our research side. You're always in conflict with America. And Americans are in conflict with China. They're all saying that. And England. Still conflict going on between EU and England. This is big danger sign. This is big danger sign. America wants China not to progress. China wants America not to progress. EU wants England not to progress. England wants EU not to progress. How shall world move like this? 55 crore people are involved in Europe. 33 crore people are involved in America. And 150 crore people are involved in China. And where do we stand? Nowhere. We are only imagining, oh, we will take companies from there. We are only imagining. Imagine. Imagine. Nothing wrong with that. Whole world is in turmoil. And about Gulf, oh, they are in their own world. Whole Africa is going to die. They don't have food. All Africa. You see statement from UN Secretary. Help them, help them, help them. They don't have food. So where do we stand in this world? If Trump has caused problem, Johnson and before PMs have caused problems, and now Corona is causing problem. To do. If you ask today, do you want to go to America? You will not find 1% people who would say, yes, I want to go to America. At America, where people used to dream. Oh, America, England, Canada. They used to dream, सपना लेते थे अमेरिका जाएंगे, स्टेट्स जाएंगे. जाइए ना आज. नहीं जाएंगे. दूर के ढोल सुहावने. If you see a mountain from distance, oh, very beautiful mountain, and we go and see that, oh, it's all rock, all sand, all this and that, and goats here, there, and thorns here and there. Find that. जानते हैं mirage? What's mirage? If you see from distance, there's reflection on road somewhere. It looks like water. Meridiani. Same thing. Still we are better because we have workers. We are still better. We can take food by growing crops. Still we are better. It's natural gift we have, but we don't realize that. We don't accept truth. We want to stay in the old run. Economy is not going to be same again. That is why there is worry in every country. Europe, there is worry. Oh my God, our car production will go. People are going to change. They won't use cars. They may walk, and they won't celebrate parties. They won't go to pubs. They won't this. So our business is there. No business. They are worried about that. They are not worried about lives of people. Same thing, America. America is, oh, my election here. If I lose, what shall we do? Trump is only thinking that. So he wants to keep this topic heated up with China. This should be, oh, China did, America. So the Americans should believe that China did. And he votes me. It's still what politics is. There's nothing else. Nothing else. Nothing. Only vote. This corona has fractured world. World has been fractured. Otherwise, there is no problem with corona. How many people have died? 1%, 2%. What is population of world? 8 billion, 8 Arab. If you say 8 billion, 800 crore people of Earth. What is 1%? If you take 800 crore people of Earth, what is 1%? 8 crore. Only what are cases now? Are there 8 crore cases? Not yet, but there shall be, and of course it shall be. But now it's not even 1%, it's not even half percent, it's not even a crore till now. So percentage is very low. And you see death cases is still further low. I think not more than 3 lakh people have died till now, according to records, 3 lakh people. So it is very little percentage in terms that people used to die otherwise also. If there is no corona, people have died. So if you compare that, I don't think it's much. But panic, threat, psychology, all these negative points are taking place because of unknown, because of secrecy. That's what happening. This is what you have to avoid. This is fault of all world leaders. They have created such a complex, such a panic among whole population. Should not have been. Yes, there is a problem, but it doesn't mean you should lock down. What is benefit of lockdown? We have not understood so far. Did you understand what's the benefit of it? Nothing. When you declared this lockdown, I think that day it was 1,000 cases or something like that. Now it is more than 70,000. So what was benefit? That day when you declared lockdown in our country, I think it's around 1,000, something like that. And now 70,000 or more probably. So what is use of this? No use. Many countries did not do lockdown, they are still better. Sweden did not follow this. And I think this Belarus did not follow this. Many other countries didn't follow this. Russia, see what's happening now. In one day, 10,000. England, they say more than 30,000 lost their lives. They are saying 30,000. So I should say 100,000. 100,000 lost their lives. In England, how many lost? More than 100,000. I should say 5 lakhs may have lost their lives. Say that one. Because these people lie only. So, means this shall continue. This cannot be controlled by medical science. They can control your, means they can keep you safe. That's all. Not more than that. Lockdown failed. Controls are required, not lockdown. Precautionary measures are required, not lockdown. Because when I said it has coming through eyes, this is dangerous point. Maybe you did not understand that. They say nose and mouth, right? This is root. They forget this root. If enters through eyes, what you do? Can you close your eye all the time? When you are walking on road, you close your eyes, you can't close your eyes. If it comes through eyes, which is 50% faster, 50% enough, yes, 50 times, not percent, 50 times rapidly moving into eyes according to research conducted by some scientists, that eye is more important point, more important medium through which this can enter. This means we should understand, okay, you are using mask, use something here. Probably you use mask which can cover your ear also. Probably it can enter through ear also. Maybe I have not seen that such, but it can. So your mask should cover this also. And you should have a good goggle or specs and use this one. You can have safety in that sense. You can be better safe. And safety is required. Then you have sunlight, you have boiling water, you have hot food, and you have hot air. All these agencies, all these supports are for good effect of body, and your body is strong. You can walk in sun. This means virus shall keep away from you possibly, because when you are hot, virus is weaker. And if you want to enjoy, okay, if you are in AC, AC will bring this virus to your room also. Just keep in mind, stop taking chilled water, stop taking whiskey and beer and all that. These are all enemies of your body. this will destroy you. These are only points that I wanted to share with you, and just remind you that I am not doctor, I am not scientist, but keeping in my front safety, safety, because I know little about safety because of my profession. Safety is very important in my profession, and you have to learn that. Even if there's no syllabus of this in your universities, degrees of engineering, still on job you learn it. You can learn it yourself. There's no mathematics in this, there's no physics, chemistry in this. So you can learn yourself. You can learn health, safety, environment, ergonomics, etc. to know more and more about this. So with this, I would say better think for Bharat, not for any political leader. Bharat is mine, public is mine, and we have to teach them. I am not teaching any politics, I'm not interested at all. I don't care who is there, but I have to think for this class of people particularly, because this class of people, though they are not very well educated, but they work for development. That's where I say I stick to that. And with that, I'll say that I close this topic of corona and and about this safety issues, and I'll jump onto management, and that is I'll just put a bar here for some people that we move on to quality management and contract, which are regular topic, but this is very important topic we discussed, and I think you will not find elaboration in this topic somewhere else. Yeah, we can use our mind and think. So jumping to management, which is construction management, project management, life management, where quality is involved, planning is involved, execution is involved, design is involved, safety is involved. Every every factor is involved, resources are involved, which give us life, which give us projects, which gives us development, which involves there, and that's why I say my own experience-based field, project management or management. You can simply say project management is very important in life. Your own management to your project management. First, you have to manage yourself in whatever position you are, and if you can manage yourself, you can manage your projects. The basic you understand, ABC you understand, CAT, CAT, RAT, rate you understand, so you can learn English. Same way, if you understand principles of management, you understand. And in management also is covered contract. Contract, which means agreement between two parties, which parties agree on something for some work or some scope of work in exchange of some consideration, which is known as contract, according to law of that nation and according to all interconnected laws. That is called contract. And contract is very specific, it's very important, without which it may be written or it may not be written. But contract is contract. We have to take that into our understanding, into our our life. Only then we can say. So I would now, as I talked yesterday about this, and that is, let me see which file is that. File is also important without file icon. This is standard file. That file is FIDIC, and let's say I showed to you that file last time. FIDIC. If you think I showed you, I again show you. I can show you that. That's not a big deal. It's here that I'll show. Wait a minute. I'll show you that one. Let me take my mobile. because I don't. This file is available on URL. If you see, if you go to text of video or even last video, you will find this FIDIC file is there. If you want to download, you can download there from. There's no problem. There are so many other files are there, and you can download any one, and you can read through that. No big issue in that, and we will be discussing about this. It's that file. I'll show you how. You saw it yesterday. Again, I show you this is FIDIC file. Conditions of contract for construction. This is why I am talking about construction, because this is called red book, which is for construction. There are other books also, yellow book, silver book, and many other books. But I'm because those are for mechanical, for something else, and this is for bare construction, pure construction, which is more important than something else. And I showed to you also in this. I was talking about something here. Let me show you which I was talking of. Yes, I showed you certain sketches. Certain sketches means bar charts, like not bar charts like actually this are, which are related to time management. How many days are there for something? It gives you that. And title of this, I'll show you what title of this is. This is there in that file, which is a scripted one. Means this is a diagram that is named as, it's named as I showed to you. This is sequence, typical sequence of principle during contract for construction. It's very small letter actually. Let me find out this one here. That's where I can show you. This is typical events, typical sequence of principal events. It's written here. Typical sequence of principal events. I think it's come here. Let me put it like this by chance. This is typical sequence of principal events, and this is text of that which you can read in the file. And if I go to next, this one, this another one. Time management is given there. How many days are required for each certain is given there, and that's the one. One more is there. Let me show you that also, and I'll talk further. This is time gap between certain acts. Procedure actually. This is a procedural diagram. Let me show you that one as well. Previously, it was not depicted like this. In this edition of 2017, they have added some pages. Now I close this because I'll open it again, otherwise battery goes down, and I'll put it here now. See, we'll talk of further. I was talking yesterday, and that is about various conditions of contracts in from this file. That's FIDIC file, and I talking yesterday various about this definitions. These definitions were shown there. I'll go back to that one and tell you what we discussed. Yesterday, I started actually this chapter 1 yesterday, which was for definitions and many other issues. And there are 21 clauses, 21 sections in this FIDEC, and these 21 are all descriptive. It's not that you can talk in one day and finish it. This is very detailed one, particularly for those who are new and contract involved. For them, this is very descriptive one, and it's better if you understand that. And that's, I'll say, in first one, that is section one or part one. Section one is general provisions. I'm not going to tell each point. I'm just going to titles now. General provisions, in which number one is definitions we were discussing yesterday, and after that there are many other points. I remember you the general provisions, and then number two is employer. Number three is I don't know what's that. Number three is engineer, and there are sub heads also. I'm not talking about that. I'll talk. I will talk once. So engineer number three. So number one I said general. This is general provisions. Number two is employer. Number three is engineer. Number four is contractors. Number five is subcontracting. Number six is staff and labor. Then number seven is plant, materials and workmanship. Number eight is commencement, delays and suspension. Number nine is tests on completion. And number 10 is employers is taking over. Number 11 is defects after taking over, and measurement and valuation. This is number 12, measurement and valuation. Number 13 is variations and adjustments. That is number 13 is variations and adjustments. Number 14 is contract price and payment. Then number 15 is termination by employer, and number 16 is suspension and termination by contractor. Then number 17 is care of works and indemnities. Number 18 is exceptional events. Then number 19 is insurance. Number 20 is employers and contractors claims. Then number 21, disputes and arbitration. Then appendix, that is general condition of dispute avoidance, and then after the index. Now we discussed yesterday about general. There's section 1, that is general, we discussed yesterday. And now we discussed yesterday about accepted contract amount, advance payment certificate, advance payment guarantee, base date, bill of quantities, claim, commencement date, compliance verification system, then conditions of contracts or these conditions, then it is contract, then contract agreement, and then contract data, after contract price and contractor, contractors documents, construction equipment, then contractors personnel, contractors representative, cost plus profit, and country, debt, disputes, arbitration, and 15, which is cost plus profit, country, DAB, dispute avoidance, adjustment board, DAB agreement, date of completion, day work schedule, then defects notification period we are talking yesterday, and then delay damages. Now this is what I talked yesterday up to defects notification period, which I described as very dangerous actually, because this is very liable condition we are trapped in. and we are moving on further discussion from here. Then day schedule, also day work schedule I talked about, which is also very elementary but very important. Precautionary should be, but it happens. So what day work, and I like to explain again, and then further move so that something you remember what you talked of. And I could take water also because I don't know why 28 degrees it was, and it's more now, maybe probably 30 it is now, I don't know. 30, and when I talk, finish this off, maybe 35 at that time. It's very, actually my laptop is also old, so it can cause heater problem. Maybe you're thinking, you also take water, Kovish. It's dehydration problem, we have to avoid that. I know that people are not interested in contracts, but it's very important. Even if you're not interested, doesn't make that it doesn't relate to you. You may have interest or may not have interest, but it shall come your way if you are a professional in field of engineering, or even if you are in designs, or you are in planning, wherever you are, directly or indirectly at some point of time, it shall attack you. Yes, I should say attack you, because not financially, otherwise. Because though there are only 21, they say 21 sections, maybe it looks at preliminary view that it's nothing, up it's implications of that, implications of that, that's very dangerous. That can cost you time, money, and quality. Both can be impacted upon. So we say it's very important to be careful in this regard. So when I say day work is something you can say defined like that. I explained yesterday also. There is a contract, items are there, BOQ is there. So BOQ is not very important from contract viewpoint because price is fixed. When you say fixed price contract, that price is called lump sum. You have a lump sum price, which means you shall be paid this sum, this fixed one, not even single dollar above or below. That is called fixed lump sum. You are you are given this lump sum contract based on certain drawings, certain specifications, certain contract conditions, and you are supposed to deliver that project, keeping in view applications of all these conditions and parameters or attributes whatever available, like what time is available, what quality applies, and what is cost. All these constraints force you to deliver contract accordingly, or else you are you are understood that you have deviated contract conditions, which is not acceptable. Operation of conditions is in your hand or those others who are related to you professionally, contractually. This means maybe there are 1000 items, there may be 500 items or whatever number of items. BOQ say or BOQ may not say. When you say BOQ is a part of documents, this means BOQ is not a contextual document, it's a guide document, because this is lump sum and there's no item involved. Yes, if there's a no item also, you have to price only items. This means you have to be paid by items only, not by total sum. That is not called lump sum. They say, okay, these are 100, you work on these items in this area, and whatever work you do, we'll measure and pay you. That is something else. That's not this one. Our project is lump sum, which means this you do all comply with all these details, all these contracts or contract documents. We got it. You you just use this for my purpose, and for my purpose means the purpose of those who are client and those contractor. you have to deliver that project in that one. But there may be cases on site where, because BOP is not legal document, it's just a helpful documents. Legal documents are contract, and legal document is your specifications. It may be project one, it may be particular specifications, or this may be general specifications, or contract general conditions and specific conditions, and time and LDs and all that, delivery of time, or if there is a delay of varying times, all those conditions which are involved on construction, those are ruled by, those are to be complied with. So when we say that there's some specific item which is not given on your drawings or somewhere, and there's something you have to do like that, something happens on a miscellaneous wise, or where you have no answer, how shall you make payment then? You cannot include that item in contract, because contract doesn't state that item, but you have to do that. In that case, there are two sums also included in contract, prime sum and then some. Those sums are also not related to this item. There is something, that contract this your owner has to pay, but you have to establish that one, that it's genuine and it's right. So there are many years, if your hands on have passed through, how shall you how shall you proceed for public notification? Where something happens like that, that you cannot decide payment on without having any feedback from contractor or your own people. Contractor did not submit any measurement of the work done, and you also did not care for that, which means that your work is going to stop. Which they say party, okay, I'll show you why. Okay, we have to add these more items. When this they say, okay, we'll pay for that. In that case, I can say, yeah, okay, that's right. How you do that? It's no problem. You can do that. But arises only. So there is an item say we cannot do otherwise. Means there is no way that we say this unit item which can be there's no bill of quantity item, and that item is not in syllabus. We have decided I'll talk on this. Now we see how to do that item when we have no way out. In that case only, we have to understand what is used on any work. On whatever work you do in life, on sites, what you have to do. You have to procure material, you have to procure workers, I mean to say manpower, you may say, or physical workers who work on sites, mechanically, that human resource, and quality of course should be there. Present cost doesn't matter here. So the question is you have to record daily use of workers. You have to record what measurements record into and how will you achieve that. Machines, how many machines are there? So human resources, machine resources, or some other material, whatever you have to procure from outside with whatever cost you have. So these people, three or four people, they are involved, and so what you do for expenses of those items when you are saying, okay, record every day, you engage some supervisor there. That supervisor is instructed you record time of machine they work, then what material comes in, how much it consumes, what type of persons are there you record, and what supervision is there you record. All these entries are made every day, and these are submitted to the engineer for review. And then after 1 week, estimate 1 week or 2 week or 3 weeks or whatever length of duration of the job is completed. When it is completely approved, then you can file that system, file that the data you have with adding your own if any margin, and submit that to your owner through engineer, so that payment be made, because your signature and consultant signature must be there on everyday paper, everyday diary, that's all. every day, and all those be submitted, and copy every day should go to consultant. That's all. So that's what we call relevant methods analysis. Means you submit complete reports of day. This was material, this was the machine, this is workers, and this is totality. So this is total cost. Sorry, total parameters, and you can base. Okay, you have cost for them, rates for them, which are already agreed, and you can apply those rates and find calculation, and you make a letter for question in 3 days. 3 days for 1 week or whatever number it is. This is total element of resources and this total cost. You should be paid back that one. That's purpose of that because this is non-contractual contract. This is not this is not in contract. This is separate. For some reason you want it that. That's called day work. This after supervision of contractor this applies well until on December, or you can later on see that. But this is now about these temples or gurudaras or something else, whatever you construct in that, or whatever building you construct in that, or something which is not in your contract, or some miscellaneous types of whatever you say, anything which you want to solve some disputes or some old work or something retrofitting or like that. But measurement is not possible. That's called day work management. That's called every day you note it. That's called just that. So I explained to you that. And now we go to next page, and that is defects notification period, which is very complicated as well as this is should be avoided. In fact, defect should be avoided by just getting any. Let me, let me defects notification period or DNP we call it. It explained by explanation again. I explain this is DNP, which means period for notification. Period for notification notifying defects and or damage in works for section or part. Stretch my legs. Yes, yes. Period for notifying defects or damages in works of a section or a part, as case may be, under subclass 11.1, completion of outstanding work and remedying defects, as stated in contract details, contract data if not stated once a year. And it may be extended under subclause 11.3, extension of defects notification period. This period is calculated from data of completion of works or section of part. So I should not prefer actually defects notification period because why should they tell us we should correct ourselves? That's better. When you are contracted, we have to note defects ourselves and correct them before somebody notifies. And once they notify this, it will be on record. On record means you have to complete. With obviously a complete responsibility of this scientific site. It should be protected from field. So this definite notification, if you mention in that this is period where you can notify after that, no. But generally, if not done, then 1 year they say 1 year accepted, and even if period of whatever is 6 months and 1 year you have to wait for that. So I suggest better avoid that, or you have to clear defects. You are saying you should be smart enough to not to leave any defect, and with agreement between both contractor and supervisor or engineer staff, this should go on. Then next to delay damages. There are delay damages. You are delaying something, what is mentioned on contract. You accepted mandate of contract. This is such time. This is your total time. And based on this such time, this is your total time. And you just can't damage. Now I say delay damages. What is delay first of all? Let us understand that. What is delay? We cannot understand damage if you don't understand delay. We have a project, let us say it is for 2 years or 1.5, whatever. We have a project, we agree with that. We agree that we have to finish this project before this date where this existence is ours. If there is a contract in which we agreed that this is 2 years contract or 1.5 years contract, you agreed for that, and after agreeing, this is a question on your document. Project duration is this 1 year, 2 year, whatever it is. This is date or days, number of days. And if you don't deliver that, then there's another provision on your contract. You have to pay per day this much money back or we will recover it. This can be in general per day count. How many days have elapsed which were required to complete your project. And before that day, everything should go on. That's the point. Everything shall go. And if you don't pay that damage, or your damage is not recovered, that is question mark is it is right or it is wrong. So if there is a delay and there is no extension from client, yes, if there is a delay and there is extension also, it's no problem. It can be accepted, but reasons should be there, explanation should be given why delay was caused. If it was caused due to not available site, not available, or there were some designs not available, or something not available, which are main, you know, main points in contract because that contracts are required to be commissioned and put to use, put to your operation stage because there are two stages in every project. One is project stage and one is your operation stage. Both stages you should understand first to understand what actually. When I say project stage, which means construction stage, you are given a project, it was designed, it was initiated, and before that it was schemed. And once it was designed and it was floated tender, and then we awarded and started this. And up to time when it is physically complete, it's mechanically complete, and its maintenance or its commissioning period or defect versus product period also was discussed. That is over. This total duration is project duration, means project initiation, project design, project tendering, project construction, and then maintenance etc. Completely verified by independent party. This may be from institution areas, from where on. All this, all this must be verified. When that stage comes that you have to hand over that project to client, that day when you hand over and you are given discharge from this project, that day, date of completion of project is called finally completed. That date it is finally completed. So you can say that, for example, this is that day when you hand over that project, you can say that my project is now over. I am not responsible for that. Means construction is over. You take over this you take over this contract and you can use it for somewhere else purpose. Say it's shop, it's resident, it's infrastructure, or somewhere else the society has called so much. So when you hand over this, at that time, commission starts, operation starts, which continues forever, permanently. And these two stages, third movie stays. It stays. And when you start this into operation, that day it's called shifted to operation. Operation continues forever. Example, we constructed a power station or we constructed something else, plant, polythene or polyethylene or ethylene or refinery or something else. We constructed that say in 3 years. Then there was nothing left. Instructions over. Measure consumed. What is skin of whatever. You may product 30, 40 chemistry size, many kilograms. Use them and consume that. Once you use and consume that, it should go on fire. So that stage from transition of construction stage of the construction to operate this period. Then my responsibility. What I was talking about. Explain to you as there have nothing to do as a mechanical engineer, engineers or who are they will to our own talk. That is now that project mechanically I promise. Mechanical. If legal dispute, you know, and disputes. When the officers was 1 year, brother, is that called we move further. I say I is your both much not because of me, it's because or this is long. I don't speak on that as a client, so it is contractor's